VSC.
Yay. Good morning. Hello. We are here. That's the important thing. Hi, good morning. How are we doing today? Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow,
The VSC edition.
where we sell you things. So, okay. I'm going to be pausing a little probably today. So I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. In downtown was once again foggy this morning. I have no idea what the weather's going to be, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there. It's supposed to be weather like yesterday. It's going to get hot and muggy, and then the heavens are going to open up and we're going to get rain.
The heavens definitely opened yesterday. So I'm going to do the best I can today because you remember all y'all who are watching and I couldn't remember what days the sale was and it should have been easy. That was a sign. I had a whopper of a migraine yesterday. By the time I went home, I probably shouldn't have been driving, but I got home and took medicine and made it through night and collapsed. And I'm not sure if this is post migraine or if it hasn't fully gone away yet. And who knows what's going to happen today. So apologies in advance if I am just completely off base.
It has been a while though since
I've had a really bad,
good...
I've had like one since He Who Shall Not Be Named incident, like
Yes.
really bad one, except for yesterday. So my assessment is maybe I'm back down to only, too much information. Maybe I'm back to only having one a month related to hormones and stress. Who knows? But any of y'all who suffer from migraines that might be hormonally related, you feel me. So I'm still feeling a little queasy, a little, again, too much information probably, but just a little queasy, I'm still figuring out if I'm through it or, eye of the storm type of deal. And Liz gets to deal with it no matter what. Sorry, I shouldn't sound like I'm going to get that much enjoyment out of it because it won't be pleasant for anybody if this is the eye of the storm rather than the aftermath.
I had a night last night, so you know.
Oh, we're going to keep each other good company today. All right. So yes, it's hot out. I left all my shawls here because it was too hot to even wear them. Even the little ones that are like scarves and stuff. You notice I'm not wearing one right now because I half thought about it as filming started and went, no, even with the air conditioning in here. Yeah. And apologies if you're located somewhere that's hotter than we are, that we're complaining about it, but so today's the day. Excuse me. I had all this congestion this morning too. Just you're on lung. Today's the day where we put things on sale for a week. I would like to mention we're in the middle of our 3 days of You Get the Shop's birthday discount. So if you're watching this today, which is Wednesday, the 11th, or tomorrow, Thursday, the 12th, use the code SHOPBIRTHDAY, no spaces.
And it'll save you money on everything.
Everything you buy, 20% off. Use and abuse it. Thank you very much. If you're watching this after Thursday, you can still save 15% on the products we're going to talk about today. You cannot combine discounts. It doesn't work that way. You got to pick one. And you can't, if you're shopping in the store, you got to pick your Dragon Dollar discounts that you've earned or the shop credit you have on file or the discount that applies, so I'm sorry, we can't give you everything. You got to pick and choose.
We'd like to, but
we'd also like the shop to stay in business. So spread them out, feel the love.
And our system won't let us.
Well, for the two
online,
discounts,
yeah.
For the two discounts at once, system won't let us. Online or at the shop, you can't use multiple discounts, but the use your credit and discounts. I mean, come on, just be nice to us, okay? So, anyway, so on my way in this morning, I was just thinking, I was mourning the loss of Lorna's Laces. Amanda, who is running it, has decided that she's done, and I don't blame her. Even though we love her lovely yarn, if sales have been down as much as she says, I get it. It's hard to keep things going right now. So we still have a random assortment of lovely, lovely, lovely yarn from Lorna's Laces, but what we have is what we have because we can't get any more. So I thought, let's let you know what we have. I mean, we're not gonna talk about every single color because if you look over my shoulder, a lot of what's right behind me here, a lot on this rack is Lorna's Laces, and we have a lot. We might have single skeins of certain colors, that kind of thing. We have what we have until it's gone. And so this week, if you'd like to scarf up some of what remains, it will be 15% off with the code product of the week. And this one does have spaces, not to be confusing. So, but if you go to the product of the week category online, the header, if you're going into that category itself, if you're not looking for these specific products in the online category, it should have the directions of what to do. Or contact us if you're putting in a code and it's not working. Instead of just buying it and complaining later, contact us before you buy and say it's not working and we can help you out, or we can run the purchase here. So that might change sales tax and things on you, but we can always run the purchase here through the shop if there's complications online. We want to help. So what we have of Lorna's Laces. I asked Liz to pick out a few of our favorite colorways or just ones that are fun. We have, I want to say, about 4 bases.
We do.
In 3 thicknesses.
We do.
See, brain's kind of working. For Lorna's Laces. 90% of it, three of those 4 bases are Lorna's Laces Shepherd in different thicknesses. Sock, which is fingering weight, sport, and worsted. And then we have the added bonus of Lorna's Laces Soulmate, which is a whole nother thing, which we'll hang on to. I see at least maybe 3. Okay. We'll hang on to those to the end because it's a little bit different. But Lorna's Laces Shepherd base is superwash merino, and the Shepherd sock also has the nylon content in it, but they're all superwash merino mostly. So let's start with the sock.
Shepherd sock is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. You get approximately 430 yards per 100 grams. They're recommending machine wash cold, machine dry until just damp, and then lay flat.
And most of what we have left of Lorna's Laces is they're variegated. We have a few colors of Shepherd sock, like this one says Crazy Stripe.
We do have a couple of Splatter Shots. So.
Okay. We have a few Splatter Shots, which are just splattery, it's when people come in and they want the splatter. What's it also called? I feel like there's the Splatter Shot is what Lorna's Laces, speckled yarn. A lot of people are like, ooh, I want the specklies. And we don't have a lot of speckly in the shop. Lorna's Laces was our speckly. We used to have some neighborhood fiber company that did that, and we're very low on them. I would love to be bringing in more neighborhood fiber company as we make space for it, which is moving this stuff out. So we might have some speckles. I don't see any in front of us except for one that we'll show off. That's our favorite that we're almost out of, that we've talked about before. But a lot of them are like this and this, and the one that you're holding. That's not a stripe. That's not a
it's a stripe, actually.
Never mind. Hang on to that. If it doesn't say stripe on it, like this is Cornelia, and this has a nice red, a nice golden yellow, taupey brown, and a cream. And when you open up the band, there'll be splotches of color all around the band where the whole band of yarn is that same color, which will just be variegated. Depending on the width of what you knit, that could pool, or crochet, that could pool with colorways, or it could be variegated. It's unpredictable. We can't tell you exactly how it's going to knit up, but we can tell you that it's patches of color that are pretty short color sections, right? And then if it says stripe in the name, like this is Crazy Stripe, and this one has like a magenta hot pink and a little bit of purple overlap where it goes into I guess this is kind of like a lake or sky blue.
Yeah.
Lake blue more. It is designed to actually stripe if you make socks out of it. Now, if you make a shawl out of it, it's going to be different. But that implies there are longer color sections to create the stripe rather than shorter color sections. That is also a stripe. Which
Baby
one's that?
stripe.
Baby stripe. I want to say that is the one that one of our knitters, and I'm forgetting who, brought in yesterday to show us. And she said they were the softest socks. They looked like they had really thin stripes, and it looked like those colors, but it just faded a little because when you wash socks and wear them, these bright colors will fade. There's no way to keep that from happening if you're going to not have smelly feet. You know, if you wash your socks, it's going to happen. But they will still be lovely and warm and soft and everything.
We are retailing the shepherd sock for $31.75, 15% off this week.
We have to resticker this one. This one has a different price on it. I'll put it over here so we get the right price. But it's 15% off this week. Or if you buy it today or tomorrow and use the shop birthday discount, it's 20% off. Get the colors you want before they're gone. Look online for them. I will try to see if everything's photographed properly. We had some snafus with inventory, with the system glitching and listing things that we don't have. I think I fixed it all. I'll make sure we look through. I think we looked through everything and we made sure it was fixed. So we shouldn't have that snafus anymore. I'm going to come back to soulmate. So we're going to move away from sock weight yarn for a second, because let's stick with the things that are somewhat similar base.
Oh, for sock weight.
Oh,
I found another one.
There's a more splattery one.
This is Natchez.
Natchez, yes, which we have in a couple different bases. The same colorway in different bases will take the color differently, dye differently.
It's like a tealy turquoise and orange, and
like this burnt sienna orange splatter in it. It's really fun. Yeah. It's not pure splatter. There are some variegated patches. So that's an example. So let me see, like variegated splattery, right? Sport. Now the sport one's funky. Shepherd Sport, because like so much of the yarn in our shops, our shop is shops. We don't have more than one. We do have the online and the physical, but I don't think that counts.
No,
we're not a chain.
Same shop.
Brain. Okay. Our 100 grams are 50 grams. And then there's the sport weight. Go ahead.
You get approximately 200 yards for 2 ounces.
2 ounces. 100 grams is 3.5 ounces. So 2 ounces is a little more than 50 grams. It's like, if you're used to only thinking in 150 grams,
it'll throw you off.
This will go, what? So 200, but approximately 200 yards of sport weight yarn. It's gorgeous.
It is 100% superwash merino. They're recommending a US 4, machine wash cold, machine dry until just damply flat to finish.
I made some hats for my brother-in-law and my nephew, half Neighborhood Fiber Company, half this like double lined. They love them. They wear them everywhere. It's fantastic. It's great sport weight. I had just started experimenting with the sport weight yarn. It's all the variegated. I think I mentioned that already. My brain, you know, but I just started experimenting, and they're lovely colors. And then I couldn't get any more. So
we have these are just several. We have more.
Yes.
Camouflage.
These are actually, I don't know if we have any more sport than these colors that you pulled.
We do.
What?
I didn't pull all of them.
Oh.
We have the kid one.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
We have a couple more colors.
Go ahead.
Kedzie.
I didn't realize we had this many. That's great. That's one of my favorites.
I know.
Camo. Kedzie
is greens, light blues, darky blue, purples, medium blues. It's all fun and happy and cream. Our shop favorite,
Christmas at Downton. I'm so sad we won't have this anymore. It's like vintage Christmas, but it's not actual Christmas colors, but it's great. It's like teals and purples and
greens, and there's some browns and taupey. Anyway,
it's so pretty. Someone please buy it and make something pretty out of it.
There are a couple of colors that I'm looking at. I'll give you till next Wednesday.
Someone buy it and make something pretty.
Pullman.
Pullman is really neat. It's all different shades of gray, but there's a little hint of purple in some of it, like deep purple. So it's not just neutral grays. And I use that for my brother-in-law's hat, and I don't think he's upset about the purples, or just don't tell him there's purples in it.
And
then
Summerdale,
hot pink, bright purple, deep navy. Oh my gosh. It's, if you want something that is a statement piece, that's your one. And Tahoe, I just think this is this the one. This is the one I made my mom's
Yeah.
cowl out of. Tahoe has it's jewel tones, purple, teal, blue. It's wonderful.
They're like deep, rich jewel
I think I
tones.
needed 2 of these to make a Melanie Rice little triangle cowl for my mom. Because one of these is, it's just over 50 grams. It's not a lot of yarn, all things considered, depending on what you want to make. I want to say one of these was enough to make half the hat, but and again, not half the hat to here, but it was the whole outside and then it was lined with something else on the inside. So one of these may be enough for a hat if you want to make a little beanie. But when in doubt, get more than one. Did we have retail price?
We
on them?
did not retail price them yet.
$19.75 for one of these. So regular price. Shepherd worsted.
Shepherd worsted, and I did not pull all the colors. We have some single skeins. We have some with just 2 skeins.
We have a
some with
very
lots of skeins.
Eclectic mix of the shepherd worsted, and I want to say, yeah, there's only a few. I'm gonna get the anemone hat down because that's always fun. There's only a few that we have a bunch of, but
So we have Aslan, which is grays and browns and creams, and we've had it in several
wonderful
different
neutral.
base. It's a
Wonderful
wonderful neutral.
Yeah.
We have this one's Robot Overlord. It is browns, light and dark, a gold and a red.
It's just fun.
It's just fun and happy.
That might be our only speckly.
Zombie Apocalypse is the
And-
only speckly. Zombie Apocalypse
Only have a couple
2020.
skeins left.
Yeah.
We had tons.
Um,
This is meaning we're gonna start here. So
I'm back.
this is Sweetie. I almost called it Crazy Stripe, which is one of the sock ones. And this is the Anemone Hat by Cat Bordhi, and it's really fun. It only takes 1 skein. So if you want to make something fun, there you go. But it's too hot to keep that on my head. So we have lots of fun things for that. So I keep saying so. I'm gonna stop.
Do we retail price it?
I don't think so.
Retail price for Shepherd worsted is $27.75.
All right, the last one, and then we'll talk really briefly about our notion this week, is Soulmate. Now, here's the difference between Soulmate and Shepherd sock. Soulmate is 55% merino, superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 30% Outlast viscose. And viscose is often from bamboo. So it's actually really soft and wonderful. And I mean, this is soft, but then this is really soft and just Soulmate as in not SOUL, but SOLE as in a mate for
Great
your
for socks.
your soles for your socks. Yes. And so this is it retails for $35.50. You get discounts. You pick the one, you buy fast, you get 20% with shop birthday. You watch this video after Thursday, you get 15% off with product of the week. This one is Turret, and it's got grays and purple, lavendery purples, and a little bit deeper, and some mossy greens in it. It's just lovely. These are going to be the variegated rather than stripy.
It's the same colorway I'm using in the regular fingering for my for this row
for that
actually.
one. That's cool. We've got bow tie, which is grays and taupes, and
Like a salmon.
a salmony color down here, and a classic blue, almost a slatey blue. My favorite, shenanigans. Oh, it's so great. Like, think Irish jokey, yay. We've got a goldeny brown. We have a more of a taupey brown, a little bit darker than taupe. We've got some mossy greens, but also some teals in here. It's just lovely and very, very soft. Are these the only, I want to say these are the only 3 colors we have. Soulmate was, again, an experiment. And then all of a sudden we can't get any more. So very quickly, I was gonna actually show y'all how to use one. We're gonna put our Nostepinnes on sale this week. I will have to show you tomorrow if there's time. Maybe like while we're answering Dear Becky and Lizzy questions, I can use a Nostepin. I have no idea. I have no idea where, well, you say we have lots, but we used to have a lot more.
No,
So-
I mean lots of Dear Becky
Oh.
and Lizzy questions.
I'm not following because my brain's not working. We have lots to talk about in Dear Becky and Lizzy. I can show you how to use, this is a great way to handball if you want a center pull ball of yarn. And there's different ways it can come out. Take some practice if you want it to look like a cake with a flat top and bottom. I used to be pretty good at it. I trained myself. I haven't used mine in a while. I don't even know where mine is from having moved. But our Nostepinnes, you have a handle, and then you have the place where you're going to be winding the yarn. There are mild instructions. There are videos that kind of show you how to do it. I have to remember which ones they are that Jessica, shout out to Jessica, showed me. This retails for $12.25. Good wood from Chowgu, one of the companies that we like very, very much. I'll try to show you how to use one tomorrow because we don't have time. We ran out of time today because we're keeping it brief today and I have a lesson who's already here. So, reviewing Dear Becky and Lizzy tomorrow. Lots to talk about. We'll see what we get to. Please don't be offended if we run out of time. We'll try to fit all the questions in. If not, we will hold them over till the following week.
I might get a timer.
No pressure. Okay, knit night,
Friday night,
6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shop phone number to join.
828-877-3550.
And lather, rinse, repeat next week, all the same stuff next week. We are here on Saturdays now, just as a reminder. Masks if you want to come in the shop. Appointments help, but not required. And our Sunday afternoon sit and stitch is October 22nd. October. God, my brain. August. What month are we in? It's 22nd of this month.
I don't know what month.
This is going to be fun today. Yeah. So in a couple of Sundays, don't laugh at my expense. Well, she'll laugh at my expense all day. It'll be fine. So it's okay. Don't mock me. Go ahead. If it helps us get through the day.
That's all we can do to stay awake and be unmigrained.
Maybe I'll go home and go to bed.
That sounds
When the
like a
day's
plan.
over.
That's my plan.
Not right now, though. So we have a day ahead of us. Bye, Lorna's Laces. Enjoy it. We love it. We love you guys. We miss you. Please subscribe. We're over 560 subscribers. We are heading, remember, we're going to have a sale at 600. So if you missed the sale that's going on this week, if we can get 600, we'll have another one.
And it'll be a
So-
YouTube only.
Only YouTubers who watch us and get the code. We might not even put it in the description when it happens. You'll have to watch and listen and write down. But help us. A lot of you who are watching are subscribers. If you're not, please consider subscribing to help everybody out. And if you are a subscriber, consider sharing this with a friend that you think might like it. So, let's keep it going. Also consider becoming a patron if you'd like to give us a little bit of money every month to help us do what we do here. But it's all good either way. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.